Can houseplants actually absorb Wi-Fi radiation? Have you ever been sitting at home, surrounded by your lovely houseplants, struggling with slow Wi-Fi and thought, wait, is my fern stealing my internet? It sounds like a joke. But some people seriously believe that houseplants can absorb Wi-Fi signals like tiny leafy hackers in disguise. So, can they? Let's unpack it with a bit of science and a lot of common sense. First, what is Wi-Fi really? Wi-Fi is just radio waves, a form of electromagnetic radiation operating around 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. It's in the same general family as your microwave, but far weaker. It's invisible, low energy, and absolutely everywhere. So, when your router sends out a signal, that signal bounces off walls, furniture, your cat, and yes, your plants. Now, can plants absorb that radiation? Technically, yes, but so can pretty much everything. Your coffee mug absorbs Wi-Fi. Your sofa absorbs Wi-Fi. You absorb Wi-Fi. The key factor here is water. Water is great at absorbing electromagnetic waves in the Wi-Fi range. And guess what plants are full of? Yep, water. That's why if you block your router with a giant water-filled plant, it might slightly weaken the signal. But unless you're building a wall of monsteras around your modem, the effect is minimal. So where does this myth come from? The idea that plants detoxify Wi-Fi. Some corners of the internet believe that plants absorb harmful radiation and protect us. But let's be clear, Wi-Fi radiation isn't ionizing. It doesn't break chemical bonds. It doesn't mutate DNA. It's nothing like X-rays or gamma rays. There's no evidence that Wi-Fi harms your plants. And no evidence that your plants are acting like little green radiation shields. Now, have scientists ever studied this? Actually, yes. One famous example came from a group of high school students in Denmark back in 2013. They placed garden cress seeds near Wi-Fi routers and a separate group of seeds in a Wi-Fi free room. After 12 days, the Wi-Fi exposed seeds looked shriveled and stunted. The others were healthy and thriving. This project went viral. People thought it proved Wi-Fi harms plants. But here's the catch, it wasn't a peer-reviewed study. Temperature, humidity, light exposure, none of that was properly controlled. No replication, no scientific rigor. Cool idea, poor science. When actual scientists tried similar tests under controlled lab conditions, they found no conclusive effects. The scientific consensus? Wi-Fi probably doesn't affect plants in any meaningful way. Overwatering, underlighting, and forgetting they exist, those are your real plant problems. And no, your plants aren't using the Wi-Fi either. They're not streaming Netflix. They're not updating their leaf status. They don't have TikTok. They have no silicon, no antennas, no bandwidth requirements, just chlorophyll and vibes. Final verdict? Can houseplants absorb Wi-Fi radiation? Yes, but only as much as any water-filled object would. They're not draining your internet. They're not protecting you from it. They're not magical Wi-Fi sponges. So if your connection is slow, check your router, check your walls, check your ISP. But don't blame the fern. If this answered a question you didn't even know you had, give us a like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment. What weird science myth should we bust next? Here at YZ, we explore the questions you almost Googled at 2 a.m. Stay curious, stay weird, and water your plants.